felt like this? You start your day feeling steady, capable, even optimistic. But then comes the request. Can you take this on? Can you help real quick? Can you stay just a little late? And one by one, you say yes. Until eventually, it's like being a bridge with too much weight on it. Still standing, but under quite constant strain. No one sees it bending, but you feel it in the tension, the burnout, the quiet resentment that starts to build. Saying yes to everything doesn't make you a great teammate. It makes you invisible under the weight of other people's priorities. Today, we're talking about how you can say no at work clearly, confidently, and without carrying guilt afterwards. But first, if you're new here, hi, I'm Elizabeth. I'm a former United Nations senior advisor, an advisor to Fortune 500 companies, and the author of the book Human Skills, The Power to Connect and Navigate Workplace Differences, your guide to navigating emotions, boundaries, and connection at work and beyond. So if you are ready to protect your energy, build deeper relationships, and show up more powerfully in every area of your life, go ahead and like this video and subscribe for more insights that will help you grow. In a previous video, we talked about boundaries, how to set them and why they matter. But today I want to come at it from a different angle because I found that one emotion gets in the way of saying no more than anything else. Not fear, not obligation, not pressure, guilt. We'll unpack how guilt works and how to stop letting it dictate your decisions. Here's what most people don't realize. Guilt doesn't always mean you did something wrong. It often shows up when you've done something that feels off to you. Maybe you said yes when you meant no. Maybe you overextended again. Maybe you compromised your value or crossed one of your own limits. Guilt, when you slow it down and listen to it, can be a powerful internal signal. It's not there to punish you. It's there to wake you up, to get your attention. And once you understand that, you can use guilt to do something far more powerful than overcommitting. Because instead of overcommitting or shrinking yourself, you can use that guilt to reclaim your energy and your power. Here's how. With 3 mindset shifts that will change the way you respond to guilt starting now. Let's get into it. Shift 1. Reframe guilt as a sign of care, not wrongdoing. The first mindset shift is simple but powerful. Stop treating guilt as a sign you did something bad. Instead, see it for what it really is. A sign that you care. You care about being helpful. You care about being kind. You care about doing a good job. And that's beautiful. But when care turns into overgiving, it becomes a drain, not a virtue. So next time guilt shows up, ask yourself, is this guilt because I actually harmed someone or because I'm honoring my limit? If it's the second, let that guilt soften into self-respect. You're not being selfish, you're being clear. Shift 2. Use guilt to clarify your limits. Guilt often shows up right on the edge of a boundary. That moment when you want to say, no, I can't take on another project right now, or I need to leave work on time today, and what you feel isn't wrong. It's your internal compass recalibrating. Think of it like a stress signal from that bridge. Not to collapse under the weight, but to say, this is your edge, honor it. Boundaries aren't walls, they are guardrails. They show you where your energy ends and where someone else's begins. When you feel guilt at a boundary, pause, don't ignore it. Use it to listen deeper. What is this guilt trying to protect? Shift 3. Let guilt nudge you to communicate, not just comply. Here's where many of us default. We feel guilty, so we say yes, just to make the guilt go away. But there's another way. Let guilt be your nudge to communicate clearly instead of curving quietly. You can say, I really want to help, but I don't have the capacity right now. That's not defiance. That's emotional maturity. That's human skill in action. So let's bring it full circle. If you've ever said yes when you meant no, if you've ever felt guilty just for needing rest, let this be your reminder. Guilt isn't weakness. It's wisdom if you're willing to listen. It doesn't mean you failed. It means you're feeling. It means something is out of sync and you care enough to realign. Remember the bridge metaphor. The structure is still standing, but the strain is real. And guilt shows up right at that tipping point, not to shame you, but to say, something is about to break. Please pay attention. And in a culture that constantly asks for more, learning to say no is not rude, it's responsible. It's how you stay strong enough to keep saying yes to what actually matters. If this resonated, I go deeper into these tools and frameworks in my book, Human Skill, your practical, empowering guide to setting healthy boundaries at work. So go ahead, like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and drop me a comment below. What's one thing guilt has taught you recently? Thank you as always for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.